You look at a billboard and they say exactly what you ask God a question and you look up and it's right there. Or you look on your email and the subject of the email is what you need. You look on a vehicle that just passed by your house and it says exactly what you need and you freeze for a second, then you take a picture, you like, I cannot believe this. Or somebody comes up to you and says exactly what you need to hear, or God has sent a stranger that you don't even know, and it just reads you like last year's mail. Yeah, yes, that's what I'm talking about. And don't forget about my other two books, New York Times bestseller list, Influence and Impact with Chris Voss, and Mindset Matters with Jack Canfield. Get your copies anywhere books are sold. I have my books at Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, or anywhere books are sold. They may be in Walmart as well. No matter what your background, because God knows every hair on your head. And if you are bald, God knows that you have peach fuzz there, okay? Notebooks and journals for all, coloring books that help in meditating and recalibrating the mind. I'm excited about this venture. Why? Because I'm in charge of my own intellectual property. Although I have special stuff. I have stuff on Amazon, but I have my special journals that help you walk through your own trauma, your own hurt, narcissistic abuse, step by step, how to walk out on your own. And don't forget about the link to the 105 spiritual laws that govern the earth. Remember, we're no longer underneath law, but we're under love and grace. Love is the ability to love the unlovable. You put up a boundary. Who? You said, I said nothing but cleansing and purifying energy to you, or I release you in love. And then, because the only thing you owe people is love. That's it. That's it. The scripture said the only thing you owe people is love. That's it. No explanations why you doing what you're doing, because none of that. So when people say, before you leave my church, you need to get, God didn't say that. That's man said that. That's a rule by man. God didn't say that. If God says go, go. Go listen to that song by Kara Costner. The safest place in the whole wide world is in the hands of God. Okay, go listen to that. Child, let me tell you, do what God said, you be safe every step of the way. Child, and then what God tell you to do that. Okay, do that. Okay, and love. Okay, let me get back to love because I lost my train of thought for a second because I got in that song. Love, put up the boundary, boom. And then the disciples asked Jesus, how many times will I forgive my brother? Jesus said 7 times 70. They thought there's 7 times because they were in there 7 times 7. They were like, all right, 490 times for the same indiscretion. Says cool. But you already put up a boundary so they ain't in your face no more. So it's easy to forgive. And remember this, while you are healing, you are going in a cyclical manner. So you're going to keep saying the same thing, but it's not the same thing. You know how they say a new level, new devil? No, it's not a new level, new devil. You are growing up in a cyclical nature. So you are seeing what you first came in here with. You may see it heavy. You may see it light. You don't know how you're going to see it, but you're going to see it. Okay. And then it says, forgive me of my debts as I forgive my debtors. So you always forgive you first. That's why it said love your neighbor as you love yourself. And it should have said love yourself and then love your neighbor. But he said it right, but the church took it and said love your neighbor first. I can't love my neighbor if I don't love me. So first I got to love me and know that I'm worthy of everything that God has and be open to receive it all. And don't block none of it because I'm worthy. And then I realized my neighbor is worthy. So I respect my neighbor. But if my neighbor start acting up, they cut off. I release you in love. I see you on your journey. Enjoy your life. Because you're not finna walk with me and be backstabbing me. Not I said the cat. And then grace, God's willingness to get involved with human affairs. You get into a situation down here, he pull you up just like Peter. And if you like me, God, if I get down here in a situation I can't get out of, because you got me in a situation of deep cover and I can't get out, pull me out of that situation. God say less. I got you. And don't forget to sign up for the and don't forget to sign up for the newsletter for the juicy updates and the upcoming events. You want to know what's going on, okay? Don't forget about your Azure PDF and your 400 page PDF. You put them suckers together. You change your whole Sims character. Then Jacob on the game. That's what I did. I changed everything about me. Look at the new school link. Just getting things started. Come in and visit. Okay. I was um I was inducted into the new class of Who's Who and Influential Women and Women's Worldwide. 2025 was a busy year. God was giving it and I was taking it. Let me tell you why I was taking it. Because I'm worthy. Because I'm worthy. And I don't leave nothing on the table. You hear what I'm saying? Look what I received in 2017. Let's talk about it. So I was pulling women and teenage girls out of sex trafficking. My nonprofit is Refuge Women's Transition Center. Okay. I was helping women and teenage girls come out of sex trafficking. Then I was helping teenage girls that came out and said they were LGBTQAI and that was pregnant to their parents. They came out and told them, and their parents kicking them out of the house. I said, we're in the wrong state for that. So I bought them where I was at, or I sent them to a teen center the way they could get therapy and everything that they needed under one roof. Okay, and made sure they were taken care of because I had made connections with other groups. And so if I bought somebody, they was like, good, we know they've been vetted already. I said, yes. And we would always work with each other and vet people before we would work with them. All right. Then I was helping domestic violence victims, women, and because everybody I was working with was women. So I was helping them, and we lost two women because they went back more than once. And I don't judge nobody because we all addicted to something we addicted to. We could be addicted to food. We could be addicted to drugs. We could all be addicted to the gym. We could be addicted to eating right. We could be addicted to working out. And because everybody's addicted to something, I don't judge nobody. Okay. I was helping people that lost things and lost their house in fire or a flood. And because people knew I had a nonprofit, they were giving me beds and mattresses and flat screen TVs and clothes and shoes and everything. And I would clean it up and have it ready. I'm talking about I was cleaning up shoes. Because I was in the military, I knew how to spit shine the shoe like I was in basic training to where you could see yourself in the shoe. Okay, so it was like this stuff was brand new. I was washing the shoes and cleaning the shoes with the Mr. Clean thing to make the shoes white. Yes, sir. Those shoes look like they were brand new. And I fixed it up so it looked like it was brand new so them kids never had to be teased if they I remember what it was like to being homeless. I remember how it was like to be teased as a kid too. Okay. Not over here. Child. And then I was helping I helped this family for Thanksgiving because they needed assistance. She found out about my nonprofit and she reached out. And then I went and I catered Thanksgiving with honey baked ham. And then I bought $150 worth of groceries. Then I found out there was another group of people that was working with them that was getting ready to get laid off. So I found out names, put them in a bowl, put out them names for Christmas, got the kids 2 gifts each. Okay, whatever the kids were, they were special needs kids, but that don't matter. I got them the gifts, gave it to the parents, and the parents wrap it up because that's their thing. And I also, because I remember there was a time when I couldn't afford, and I depended on people to take care of me. And so I was thankful that I could help somebody else. Glory be to God. Glory be to God. God, I remember them days. Mm. And then for Christmas, I catered honey baked ham. That's my go-to. I might need to do a sponsorship with them because that's my go-to. All right. Anytime I was doing something, it was always honey baked ham. All right. Because if people didn't eat ham, they would eat the chicken or whatever or the turkey. Okay. And so I would ask what they would eat and what they want, knowing their food allergies and stuff. When they got it, boom, took care of them, gave them $150 for their groceries. So that's $150 worth of groceries. So that was one thing they didn't have to be concerned about because they had 2 kids that were special needs, and going to the pantry was not going to be feasible